Hey, welcome back to the Two Sinners podcast. This is Jake James. I'm Doc Jericho. Be ready to be amazed. We've got a show, Thrills, Chills, and Spills.
That's right. That's right.
Put you on the game, make some deals.
Yeah, for
Reals.
sure. Hey, you know what? It's about to be some March Madness. So we're gonna put you on some March Madness because that tournament's getting ready to come right around the corner here next week. The Selection Sunday is this Sunday. And for the basketball fans out there, college basketball fans, if you love it like I do, this is such an awesome time, you know. It's about to be spring. We've been talking about new beginnings. It's about to just pop off. We're going to have good weather coming, and we got some great basketball, I think, ahead in this tournament. I just want to tell everybody out there, watch out for Wisconsin.
Oh, yeah.
Watch out for Wisconsin because Wisconsin has been just, you know, they've been shocking some people. They've been, you know, like...
They're playing like butter.
like butter.
It's just like butter.
Just, I mean, it's been something to see. I'm saying watch out for in the tournament. If Wisconsin is my opponent that I'm drawing in the tournament, I don't want to play them. I really don't want to play them. You know who else I don't want to play? In the World Baseball Classic.
The World Baseball Classic.
I don't want to play Italy.
No?
No, Italy's on fire right
They're
now.
tough this year.
They're tough. And, you know, the USA, though, we beat the Canadians tonight, don't you know?
Yeah, I got so much time to gloat about that.
I know.
I apologize. You know, it's all love. Like
we all love. Yeah, it's all love.
Canada, we love you, but Canada, sort yourself out.
Yeah. I am definitely, I'm excited. We got a lot of great stuff coming up. The March Madness is here, and so Selection Sunday, that's going to be cool. And then we got, you know, spring. It's just, it all leads right into the nice weather. Now, during March Madness, sometimes up here we get a little bit of snow and craziness during March Madness because it is madness. It's just, you know, even the weather goes into March Madness, you know? It's like you know?
It's like they know. It's like they know.
Yeah, it's like they know.
By them, I guess I mean the clouds or the whoever's throwing up contrails, is seed in the sky to make sure that it sleets right where everybody's supposed to go. Nah, Jake will tell you that the chemtrail thing is not substantiated by him. Is that right?
I am going to say that I will neither confirm nor deny.
Oh, don't toy with him, Jake.
Don't toy with him.
We know.
Don't toy with him.
We know what kind of people we got watching here at the Two Sinners podcast.
That's
They're
right.
Tenacious.
That's right. I'm going to go ahead and say, you know, those chemtrails. You know, I don't know. We're gonna have to get into that on another episode. But for right now, the March Madness, the weather does get mad, and it is crazy because it can be. It does seem like it'll be 70, and I think it is actually going to be like 70 degrees Monday. Mm-hmm. And then boom, like Tuesday, it's going to snow right that next morning and be just completely. Now that's Indiana for you. If you live here, you know. We're a couple of Texas boys. Yep. I've probably spent a little bit more time down there than him, but definitely been up here. I've been up here a lot, and I've been up here long enough to know. I can tell you, is one day it's warm, one day it's summer, the next day it's winter. It's crazy.
Being adaptable is mandatory.
That's
a good maxim, no matter where you're at, but especially in Indiana.
This is true.
Being adaptable is mandatory. Shout out to all my other buds in the flyover states.
Yeah, that's right. Shout out to all of them other flyover states. You know, I hate calling them flyover states, even though it is like that, but it's like, I'm a pilot, so I like to fly, and I like to fly over the nice, just
states.
Open, just, you know, there's things to see. I don't know. I mean, when you fly over heavily populated areas, it's all right. It's all right, you know, like if you're down flying over the beach down south or something, you know, or whatever, but it does kind of seem like, you know, when you're out there, you're flying in Alaska or something like that. It's just a whole lot.
Yeah, when you're flying over the Metroplex, it's harder to connect with nature.
Nature. Like the nature boy. That would be him right here. He's been on some Ric Flair lately. Woo! Woo! That's right. That's right. That's right. Well, you know what? We got a great episode for you here tonight. We're talking, we've been talking about new beginnings, and new beginnings. We've been talking about a little bit about self care, and self care. That is important. And we were talking about Miss Josie. You want to come in here? You're going to want to come to Motivation Studios. You want to get the aesthetics done by Josie. She's going to take care of you. You're going to get the facial. You're going to feel so good. It's going to be so great. I'm sorry. We got to plug her. She's awesome. And, reasons to care for yourself. You want to care for yourself. You want to, get yourself in good condition for coming up. It's going to be summer, and we've been talking, last episode we were talking about, it's new beginnings. If this is a new beginning for you and maybe you fell off the wheel over the holidays back, you ate too many cookies and desserts and whatever, and now it's time to hit the gym. You want that beach body. You want to get that beach body ready. Well, now is the time. Now is definitely the time. You want to lose 25, 30 pounds, from here to about June. I'm your guy. Come talk to me. Come get some coaching. I can help.
Want to lock in.
I will help you do that.
It's time to lock in, chat.
It's time to lock in.
That's what we're talking about today.
That's what we're talking about.
With a new beginning, you got your goal, and you really want to make sure to take care of yourself. The reason why is because kind of like when the Apostle Paul said, "Be all things to all people." He knew how to work with Romans. He knew how to work with Greeks. He knew how to work with Jews and Hebrews. He knew how to work with other Gentile groups. He would make sure to make himself adaptable so that he was battle ready to be a soldier in that kingdom. And I would encourage myself and Jake and y'all out there listening to do the same. We have to make sure that we're ready for the challenges in front of us. A little bit of preparation goes a long way to that effect.
It does. And you got to be, that's the thing. Being prepared, getting yourself ready. You don't go into the battle unprepared. You go into the battle prepared. You line up those girds. You get yourself ready, and you
gird up those loins.
Gird up those loins. I'm sorry. Gird up those loins. My bad. I just
that
said
was
that
a
backwards.
good
That
one.
was terrible.
No, I thought it was really entertaining. We could have just let it go.
Gird up those loins. Yeah, we could. But saying again, you're getting ready. You're getting prepared, and you're out there. Whatever it is, whether that's the gym. Whatever you need to do, you're getting yourself ready, and
getting your diet plan together.
Yeah,
getting your money right.
Getting your
budget locked in.
Yeah, literally, like everything that you can say about preparedness. It's important. Preparation, getting yourself ready. It's just like right now we're talking sports. Everything right now we're talking about that tournament. All of the work that has been put in the regular season has been for this coming moment where the tournament is happening now. So now is the time you're chasing that championship, and definitely for purposes of serving God and the kingdom, we want to be treating our bodies as best we can like a temple, and making ourselves, just we want to be able to serve, and we want to be healthy because we've got to be able to do things. We don't want to be just out there, just not able. We're out of breath if we lift like a 24 pack of water. No, we want to be able to lift that. We want to be able to do and not be winded, and we want to not have to be we're going to walk and not be weary.
You may not even know exactly what your limits are, so I would wholeheartedly encourage you, test your limits, figure out how strong you actually are, figure out how much you can actually run before you get winded,
right?
What kind of stairs you get, set up a point, because everybody's got a limit no matter who you are. And, it doesn't matter. You're not trying to compare yourself to somebody else. Yeah, that's a Jordan Peterson. That's one of them there 12.
Them there 12.
Yeah, I'm not going to say 12 steps. It's 12 truths for life.
Okay.
Or, yeah, that thing
see.
he did. So compare yourself to who you are today. Or
Compare who you are
I'm
today.
pulling a George Bush hard right now.
Yeah, hey, you know what? We do that here. You know what? We like to have fun on here too. So we're we got to be silly sometimes about
Okay.
this. We'll be silly gooses.
Lock in, chat.
Lock in, chat.
Don't compare yourself to somebody else, who somebody else is today. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday. That might be a paraphrase, but we got it out. That's
right.
the idea.
You
That's
know
what I'm trying to get at.
who you are yesterday, and you're constantly improving. Every day you want to improve every single day, and just a little bit every day, because it all adds up. It really does. And you don't realize, but you will realize, like what I was talking about. Some of you out there, you want that beach body. You want to be able to go to the pool in starting when the summer gets here. And you want to be able to go to the pool and take your shirt off, and you want to feel good about yourself. Hey, you know what? No shame in that. You want to feel good. You want to look your best. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong, with that at all. So you want to start now, because those little steps are going to take you right into where you want to be. And
you start working on your body, and then you realize you're working on your temple.
That's right.
And then the next thing you know, there's a whole big metaphor about if it's dusty and if it's dirty on the outside. Some of y'all need to wash that temple.
Some of you need to wash that temple. I'm just saying, now is the time, and it's important, because you have to realize, and time is of the essence. So like right now, it's March, it's spring, it's the time to do your spring cleaning, all of that good stuff. Now is the time to get prepared. And like we were saying, self-care, it's important, and you want to do that. And here at Motivation Studios, that's going to be a place you can come and you can do that. And definitely Josie, she's going to take care of you. You can get, like we said, the facials, the waxes, everything. She's going to take care of you, your nails, whatever you need. But self-care, it's important, and it's important. You want to feel good. I think that something I believe in, that one of my favorite football players, Deion Sanders, he always said, you look good, you feel good, you're going to play good, and that is, I think there is something to be said about that, because if you are looking good, you're feeling good, you're going to be feeling good about how you look, you will reflect that in your performance of whatever you're doing. It doesn't matter what you're doing, whether that's sports or, whatever you're doing out there. So I think, definitely we're talking self-care. It's important. You want to be ready for the summer. Summer's around the corner. It's going to be here before we know it. I mean, literally, we got 60 days or so?
Yeah, you'll take a long nap, and
you'll take a long nap, and here it is. It's going to be here before you know it. And there will be many more episodes of the Two Sinners podcast for you to digest. And you got to keep watching us. We're going to have a lot of great stuff for you. You're definitely going to want to watch us.
Flavor helping you out along the way.
For sure.
If you got big goals, we got your back.
That's right.
We're like your buddies in the trenches right there.
That's right. Because we've been through it. Like, we've been there.
I'm a sinner. Jake's a sinner. You're a sinner.
That's right.
We're all going to run the race together and finish strong, and that's what we're about.
That's what we're about. And you know what? Speaking of being in the trenches, like we said, we've both been there. We've been in the trenches. We've been in the trenches, and we know we've been in the battle. And when we talk about coaching, and you want a coach like us, because we have been there. We've been in the trenches. We have been through the things. We want to help you avoid stepping into the messes. We've been there. We know where the traps are at. We know how to avoid those traps. You look at a guy, you think of war, or you think of military things, like where a guy who's just fresh, his uniform is fresh, everything is perfect, and he's about to go off into the battle. Well, that's, you wish that person obviously the best. I'm saying, though, for, when you see the guy, though, who's got rips and tears in his clothing, and he's got the scars, and he's got some battle wounds, that's the guy that you want to be coaching you. That's the guy you want with you.
Boy's looking like Mad-Eye Moody from Harry Potter. Missing a leg.
right?
One eye's out.
And that's what you want. That's the person that you want to listen to. And we have been there. So we've been in those battles. We've been around, and we want to help you. So definitely, we want you checking out, the coaching group for Motivation Studios. Come to us. We've got a lot for you. We've got a lot of great things, and you really need to check that out. Get with us. We want to help you. We want to see you successful, and we want to see everybody doing well out there. That's what we're about. And like we said, nobody's perfect. We're all sinners. We're sinners, and we all fall short of the glory of God, and we recognize that here. And you know what? We're just here to do the best we can, and we want to help you do the best that you can. Good, better, best. We want you to be your best.
Some of the greatest joy that we get is hearing about, one of you guys that's in the coaching group or what have you, or getting a little bit of advisement like that, just knocking it out of the park.
Yes.
We just get amazed and all that, and we're the ones doing it. It's like you guys are the actual rock stars when you get into that. It's impressive. It's about as impressive as that bass that just passed by.
That's right. There's some bass here. And you know what? The baseball is here we go. Opening day, the 21st, I believe, or the 23rd, either the 21st, 23rd, somewhere in there. But baseball is about to happen, and that's kicking off. And you know what? Right now, everybody, like we've talked about, they're in training. It's the training camp right now. It's the practice games, and it takes practice. Anything that you want to do. And I'm just telling you, whoever you are out there right now, that we've been talking about new beginnings. And like we were saying on the last episode, start where you are, because it's important. What you don't have, you don't need it right now. What you think you need, you don't need it right now. God's got you. God has got you on this. So start where you're at. Whatever that you are trying to do, I'm just telling you, you're preparing for maybe next year you're going to college. Maybe, like we said, losing weight. There's all kinds of different things that you could be doing. But right now, we want to help you. We just want to see you succeed. Time is now. We're getting now. We're going now. Preparedness now. Preparation now. Training right now. We're not going to wait. So we're not going to wait until we think that that's the right time. No, God's got us. God's going to provide everything we need, everything you need. We're going to be ready to rock and roll.
That's a salient point from Jake there. Jehovah Jireh.
That's right.
One of those great titles, one of those great names of our Father is Jehovah Jireh.
Amen.
The provider.
The provider. That's right. That's right.
Meditating on some of those names of God, just rolling them around in your head, it's a cool little practice to do.
For sure.
It's like you start poking at it and see what pokes back.
That's right. That's right. And you know what? And consult God first on everything. Most definitely, we should add that in there. But whatever you're going to do, it's so important.
So bullet point, footnote. If you maybe don't know exactly where to go, you don't know exactly what you want to do, you don't know what you want to lock into, and maybe you're in one of those ruts that I talked about last week, taking it under the advisement, like having a little chat with God in silence, out loud, in words, in prayer. I know that some people don't like the out loud in words thing because they think the enemy is listening. It's like, I don't fear the enemy. It's like, I want to talk to Dad. So I believe that I can talk to Dad. It's going to be okay. Yeah, so that's kind of like, a little free game from Doc Jericho. That's kind of how I get locked in, and you can take what you're going through under advisement, what you're wondering about. Should I zig? Should I zag? That's like a fringe benefit of being like a kingdom member. Like you can know things that you can't know because your God has all knowledge, and that's pretty metal.
Oh, for sure. And that's something else, literally, and always consulting God first, for sure, because that's, and that is so important. I think, sometimes we lose track of that. You definitely want to always consult God first in everything we do. That is definitely a first step in anything. But, I'm thinking right now about, for instance, Some of you out there are afraid of failure. You're afraid to take that step that you need to take in faith. And we were talking about that. We were talking about that last week, which was taking the step. Even though, you don't see, maybe you don't see the step. It's like walking up a staircase in the dark or walking down a stairway in the dark. And, maybe you've done it a lot of times, but it's dark and you don't see the step, but it's there. And you've done it so many times that you just take that step and you don't question it. You have to have that kind of faith in whatever you're approaching, whatever you're going to do. You approach it with that same kind of faith, like you're walking down that stairway like you've done it a million times. This is important. Faith. You have to have that faith. It's like when Jesus was, out in the water and, you're come on out here and you're looking at him, he's walking on the water and you're just like, this makes no sense. If I step out there, I'm going to sink.
Yeah, Peter got in his own head for a second, started drowning.
Yeah, and you can't do that. You've got to keep that faith. You have to keep that faith. And I know it sounds, sometimes it sounds crazy or it sounds, a little bit loony. It's not. It is not. And you need that kind of faith. You need that kind of faith.
The pure practice of Christianity requires a little bit of what the world calls illogic.
Yes.
My statement for that is righteousness is uselessness to the unrighteous.
That's right.
It's like you're going to look nuts. You're going to look nuts being on a fast. You're going to look nuts, when people ask why you're working out and it's like, I just want to be stronger in case God needs me to move a couch. Like, it's like you're going to get it done, but you're going to look crazy doing it, and then who cares?
That's right. See, and you get it done, and then who cares? And you know what? That's what I was just about to get to was a good point here about some of you out there. You might be afraid of failure. You might be afraid to fail. You can't be afraid to fail. And right now, I'm representing my Indiana Pacers. That's my favorite basketball team. Always been my favorite basketball team ever since I've been a little kid. And I love the Pacers. Always going to rock with the Pacers. I'm always rolling with the Pacers. I don't care right now. They're not doing so good. But you know what? Just this time, last year, nobody saw them coming. Nobody thought that they were going to go to the NBA Finals. Okay? Nobody thought that. They went all the way to the championship, to the NBA Finals. Now, they didn't win the finals, and you could argue, if Halliburton didn't get his Achilles torn there in that last game.
I remember watching that Achilles snap
it was
on
not
live TV.
ooh.
Not only did you kind of feel it, but you really felt for the guy. It's like he literally left everything out on the court.
He did.
You know that somebody told him not to play. It's like, no, look, it's the biggest game of my entire career. I'm going to try to pull one out. And,
Yep.
And that's what I'd say that some of y'all are afraid of.
That's right. That's right. Some of you
It's
guys.
like I'm gonna give my all, and then it's not gonna work out. But guess what? Halliburton will be back to fight another day.
That's right.
And he'll still be awesome when he does. And that's what you're. That's a proverb.
That is so true.
Fall down 6 times, no yay 7.
That's right. You keep getting back up, and you know what? And like I said, you know what? No, they did not win the championship, but they were right there all the way to the end. They gave it everything they had. They left everything on the court. That's what you have to do, and you can't be afraid of failure. Because let me tell you, that's a learning experience, and I'm telling you, I believe with my heart that the Pacers, they will be back. They will be back. This year, this year has been, it's just been not so great, but sometimes you have to go through that adversity and you have to experience that and go through that, and it's preparing you and molding you and shaping you for you get stronger. It's like making that it's a rock making you harder.
Yeah, David was saying, saying through 1 Samuel, David was being molded for kingship and for his battle with Goliath.
Right.
God was getting him set up before he even knew what was going on.
Right.
He fights a lion, problem.
No problem.
Fights a bear, no trouble.
Think about that.
Oh yeah.
Think about
this is a bear.
Hey, we're gonna take
dog.
on a lion. First, let's just just start with a lion. Let's just.
Oh, yeah.
A lion is no joke.
No.
That's a beast.
That's serious material
That's
adversity.
serious material.
It doesn't get, that's not an anxiety. That's not tax time. That's a lion,
That's a
boss.
lion, bro. And, and let alone a bear. I mean, and then you go into talking about a bear, but I'm saying, man, that's a lot right there. That's a fight. That's a fight.
Oh, yeah. So
You
as
know?
a shepherd, it's like being a shepherd's like, oh, I don't know. Like, I don't believe that some jobs have less value than others per se.
Me either.
Except for when it comes to confidence. Like, everybody can do their job to the pinnacle, just like David did. Like, David was a hell of a shepherd. And you know what David had? Haters. His older brother.
That's
His
right.
older brother was like, how is it that you're up in here? Just go back to taking care of your little bit of sheep. Just
Yeah.
your little sheep. Those little sheep, I believe, is how the line's rendered. It's like he had adversity in the people around him. He had material adversity in that he was being seasoned to be an actual gladiator at the time. And then the most important part, he had that faith. Because
Right.
nothing like, could you imagine Goliath of Gath? That dude was built like a brick shithouse.
I mean, right? Like,
No.
just imagine, like, you're, little David going against mammoth Goliath.
This is a Rephaim giant, cuz.
I mean, this is a giant, a legit giant.
Right. So then you'll notice, like, he's picking up stones. It doesn't say he picks up one, it picks up 5. Because he was ready to murk Goliath and the other 4 of his giant brothers. Of course, then, things took a turn. But, he was ready to party. But what I was saying is it's that faith. That's the most important part. He didn't listen to his haters. He was trained in material battle, with other, he was getting put through a program and he didn't even know it. God's probably putting you through a program right now and maybe you don't even know it, but he's probably putting you through a program.
That's right.
And then very most important of all, without faith, wouldn't have happened.
Right.
This is, and it even comes out in David's language. It's like, I'm going to cut off your head. Like, you have any idea who my God is? It's like, you should fear me.
That's right. That's right.
Goliath.
That's right.
Like, because he was talking mad trash.
Oh, he was.
Oh, it was so, like, because
Epic.
reading
Epic.
reading that for the first time, and
Yes.
David, you're like, go,
Yeah.
go. Oh, it's so good. If y'all hadn't read that recently, like, buzz past that part right
For
there
sure,
with
I
David
mean-
and Goliath. It is like, if you're dealing with, like, personal adversity or something, going through there, it's like the best sport you ever seen. It's like the coolest UFC match you ever had, and it was recorded down like 4,000 years ago.
Right.
Or however long. Like, the Bible's so cool.
It's so
I could
cool.
go on and on.
For sure. And that's like the thing, and again, that faith and approaching everything with that faith, it is so important. It is so important. I can't stress it enough, taking that step in faith. That's what you have to do. And it's sometimes hard. And yes, you're going to face adversity. Overcoming that adversity, it's what God built you to do. And you can do it. You put your mind to it. You put that faith out there. You're going to do it. It's like, I think some of you out there, if you've ever seen my air ministry show, I've talked before. One particular time I was talking about, faith and why faith is important. And it's like, when we're getting ready to taxi to the runway and take off, I've never ever gotten in my airplane and taxied up to the runway and got right to the hold short line and sit there and then say to myself, well, you know what? I don't know. I don't know if this airplane can fly. I don't know if it's actually an airplane. I don't really feel like, I don't know. I guess I don't really know if this is possible. I feel like, maybe I'm pulling some kind of stunt here.
Why is that, Jake? There's a very particular reason why that is.
Because
how you can move forward in confidence like that.
Because I can move forward in confidence in knowing, hey, this airplane was built to fly. This airplane was made, it was created for flight. And you got to be thinking the same way about yourself. You are created for flight. You are ready to take flight. We don't go up there and question it. We don't wonder about it right when we're about to do it. We go and we do it. We put our muscles in and we do it. And that's what you have to do. And that's when I'm talking about that faith over fear.
You're fearfully and wonderfully made to kick tail and chew bubble gum. Yeah. I got the feeling that you're running out of bubble gum, so it's time to kick some tail.
Hey, and hey, chewing bubble gum and all that, that's I need to find me some Big League Chew. I have not had some of that since I've been it's been a long time since I've had some Big League Chew, because baseball is coming around, and I remember Little League, when playing in Little League baseball, that we had some Big League Chew, and I need to find some Big League Chew. I want to have some of that. I haven't had that for a while. I think that'd be a nice little spring treat here, because we're talking about spring and all that good stuff coming in, and the baseball's back, and baseball's gonna be here, and I guess I'm more excited about baseball this year probably than I have been in other recent baseball seasons. I'm always, I'm a big football fan, so I'm always looking forward to the football season getting ready to start and everything, right from training camp and all that stuff. And, Jake, I'm a big sports fan. I love sports. And, and Miles here, he's a big baseball fan, as far as we love them.
Texas Rangers,
Doc
2023.
Doc Jericho on them Rangers, and maybe Doc, we can get somebody on the we need to get somebody on here on the show from the Rangers, or some. Well, we're gonna get some guests in here for you. We're gonna have some people. We're gonna pull up some surprises.
If you want some really cool guys to talk to me and Jake, promote this show.
That's right.
Tell your friends.
Let them know.
It'd be so. I can see it now.
We're a couple of Texas boys too, so we are from Texas, and so love them Rangers, love them. For me, and especially him, he's a Cowboys fan here for football, yep. So you got them Cowboys.
I'm all DFW.
All DFW all the way, and hey, look. It's going to be awesome. It's a great time, and it's such, the spring, like we said, the nice weather is just around the corner. Right now it's March Madness, so it's going to be a little crazy. It's going to be a little cray.
I done warned you like 3 episodes ago.
Well, I will say this though, in what we're talking about, and whatever that you're looking to do, and if you're looking to do it soon, now is the time. Preparedness, being prepared, getting that preparation, and getting ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, write some stuff down. Get you a notebook.
Yeah.
Dump your mind into that notebook.
Sure.
Figure out what your priorities are. Figure out what you think they are, and then go talk to God about it.
Loin up those girds.
That's going to become a catchphrase. We should get T-shirts.
We should.
Print them up, Jake.
I can't believe I said that.
Loin up those girds.
But hey, that's the thing. Haters out there, you don't worry about what they think. You don't worry about the slip ups. You keep going. You keep doing what you do. You do what you do, and what you are your God-given talent, and whatever God has put in your heart. And that's another thing. I think that's the other part of this that I wanted to talk about today, Doc. There's a lot of folks out there that don't even know what they want to do. They when you ask that question, a lot of times you ask kids, what do you want to be when you grow up? And there's a lot of people out there that can't, they're 50 years old and they can't even answer that question.
Oh, I'm just going through life,
I'm just going through life,
It's going to go through emotion,
I'm just,
Was that, what are those things? Another day in paradise. Living the dream.
And you got to be able to, have discernment, and that's important with this. Discernment is so important, but I want to say this right now. As I've said it to you guys out there before, God gives everyone out there a certain gift, a certain talent, whatever that is. I know that you, in your heart, if you think and you look at your heart, and you'll know whatever that you love, whatever you may be an artist, you may draw, you may You may be a whatever. You may be athletic. Maybe you have an athletic gift. Maybe coaching. Maybe any different number. Your computer. You're really good with computers. You're really good with programming. Whatever that there is something that is natural to you. That you just do it. It just comes natural. You love it. It's in you. It's in you, in your blood. I believe that God puts those gifts in there for a reason. I do also believe that that is where you're going to see the most wealth that you will generate. I believe that's where it's going to come from. Now, you can go out there and you may find whatever jobs in your life and do, different things or whatever. But I'm just telling you, nurture the gifts that God has put in the dreams that God has put in your heart. God's not going to steer you wrong. I promise you, He's not going to steer you the wrong way.
Have you ever heard of a story of, somebody approaching God in prayer and they're like, God, what should I do? And God says, be boring, be lame, never aspire to anything. Make your world very, very small. Talk to no one, and wait it out.
You've never heard that.
That's not the story. Like that's not the story. Like everybody's story is an adventure if you let it in that way. This is actually one of the things that led me to Christ. It was a thought experiment, if you will. This is my own personal version of Pascal's wager. And this is it. It actually started with Aleister Crowley. This is a wild time to tell this story.
Yeah.
He's been in the news because of his connection to Jack Parsons.
There you go.
Jack Parsons' connection to Frank Molina and Frank Molina's connection to Roger Molina and how he's married to Glenn Maxwell's older sister.
It's wild.
Yeah, just, thrills chills and spells. But if you don't know who Aleister Crowley is, he's like the most infamous occultist of all time. He's right up there with John Dee and Helena Blavatsky. If you've got a New Age background like I do and Jake does, and some of y'all watching do, these guys are a fun Google search and the depth of evil that they're getting into. I didn't know about that at the time. I thought, hey, this guy's pretty cool, and he was always talking about do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law, right? I was like, okay, well, what do I want? And no sooner did I get there much past that question, I was like, oh, well, that's what I was already doing. And it led me to a combination of dark and lame and unsatisfying places. So I was like, okay, wait. I know that there's some creation going on. There's a creator here. There's an intelligent force running everything. Everything's just too synchronized for there to not be. So I'm like, whatever that wants, whatever its will is my best shot at having, I wouldn't say fun, because you want to allow for adversity. The prison was not fun for Joseph, but meaning, like if you're talking about maximizing meaning, maximizing your ultimate satisfaction, having a life filled with the most content and adventure, definitely would be trying to figure out what God's will is and try to figure out how you can be the most involved that you can in a lifetime. And that was basically the slip and slide that ran me right to the foot of the cross. Right there is when I realized that the most free I've ever felt is making that choice to devote my life to God.
That's right. It's definitely, and I feel you on that. I definitely, I feel that that's such an important thing right there, coming to the cross, coming to God, giving it all to God. So important, such an important thing. I feel like for me, especially, we were just talking about, experiences and bringing you to that. And, sometimes I think, you want, in your head, you think better sometimes about certain things, and you're kind of, you're thinking,
It put you in good company. Israel and Judah did it.
I know, right?
It's like if you do it too, it's like repent, get some mercy, and get back on the path, get back on the way.
You really do. You got to get back on the path. Got to get back on the way. And you know what? That's what we're talking about right now. The way, doing things, and hey, take the narrow gate. That's one of our new songs, actually. And take the narrow gate. And I'm telling you, and oftentimes it's that easy way, the wide gate. It's easy. That's the easy way. That's the way that is going to bring you hell. And you don't want to bring yourself hell. So sometimes, and look, you know what? It's like David and Goliath taking on that giant. That giant is standing in your way. There's adversity. You're going to have to get through it. You're going to have to get through it. The narrow gate, taking the narrow gate, it's not the easy way. It's not easy, but it is the most rewarding. It is the best. It is the way.
So part of the word study, because you'll like this, because I don't think I've told you this, Jake, but I saw a word study recently on the kind of, I forget the Greek word, but the narrow in narrow gate is more like something that happens to you when you go through it. The Greek resembles more like the squeezing gate, the pressing gate, the compression gate, or whatever it is that you do something to get the good stuff out of it. When you go through the narrow gate, the best of you will be brought out.
That's what you want. That is what you want. And again, if you're out there and you are questioning, you don't know what that is, you don't know where you're headed, you don't know the answer to what we were talking about, your gifts, your talents, what God has for you, come talk to us. Come to talk to me and Doc. We have answers for you. We've been there, and we've been in the trenches. We've been through it, and we can help you. And so definitely, we want to get you in here talking to us, to come to our coaching group, and we definitely want to help you out. So most definitely come talk to us. We're here, and we want to see you. We want to see the best come out of you. As any good coach, that's what any good coach wants, and that's what we're here to do. And you know what?
We'll give you a squeeze.
We will give you a squeeze while we're doing it. And we want to squeeze every bit of effort, every bit of that out of you, the best. We want to get the best out of you, because that's what you want for yourself, and you should want that for yourself. And if you don't want that for yourself, and you're not feeling it, like what we're saying to you right now, if you're not feeling that kind of positivity where you're just like, I don't care, I don't even know why.
There's a lie somewhere.
Yeah, there's a lie somewhere.
There's either a lie or a fear.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. Short couple of questions to sort that out.
Oh yeah.
Probably a combination of the two for a lot of folks.
Exactly. No, for sure. If you're not feeling that, and literally, there's a lie somewhere. There is definitely confusion. Wherever confusion is at, you already know. You know what's behind that. And I can tell you right now, whatever it is, if you're feeling negative, you're feeling like what we were just saying, that you're just like, I don't care. I'm telling you, brother, sister, come talk to us, because we need to reach you. We need to reach you. We need to talk. We need to have a talk with you. You need to have a talk with us.
Yeah, we can get in there. Usually that kind of thinking is the result of something distorted, something where it's one way, but you're seeing it the other way. And it happens to a lot of people, and probably arguably the best of us.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorting out distorted thinking, always a good idea. Like, and you can do this stuff with, let's talk about what repentance feels like.
Oh,
like
yeah.
When you're really feeling, this is appropriate, isn't it?
Yes.
When you're really feeling repentant and you get that like hug from God, because it's like the closest to God that you'll feel is when you're like, Father, I'm sorry, I'm doing this, I'm seeing the error of my ways, I see where I went wrong. And then the cool thing about repentance is you usually have a tendency to get answers.
Yes.
Like the way forward opens up, and this is like my personal indicator. I don't know if any theologians agree with this kind of thing, but I can speak from experience. I know that I've been truly repentant when the resulting feeling I get feels something like epiphany.
Yeah.
Eureka!
Eureka.
It's like repenting and confessing and this kind of stuff and seeking mercy should feel bad, but it's like the best feelings in the world. Like if you're holding back from that, just like give it a shot. It's like, you don't, chances are you've already had your spanking. If that's what you're gonna get. Like you're in the spanking right now. It's like
Yeah.
go get a hug from God.
That's
Go,
right.
like whatever it is, chew it over, discuss it. If you maybe like, I feel like I should repent for this, but I don't want to, discuss that too, because that gets even funner.
Oh, it's
It's
great.
like I don't want to. Like I want my will there. It's like people will do anything to avoid that talk with God, but like having that talk with God's so fun.
Yeah,
Like
it's great.
it maybe fun is kind of, I don't want to lighten it because it's like life altering, world shattering fun, but if you like that kind of fun like I do and like Jake does, it's like repentance, confession, mercy. It's so good.
It's so
Would
good.
recommend 10 out of 10.
It is so good. And, honestly, I mean, it's the best. Especially when your heavenly father, just as, a good earthly father, good earthly father is going to be there to, protect you. He's going to be there to guide you. He's going to have, discipline for you. And your heavenly father it's just the same thing. You need to think of it just the same way. And that's important. We're going to be talking a lot about
Yeah.
fathers. We're going to be talking about a lot about that. That's important.
In the line in Matthew, I believe is where it is. It's like if your kid asks for a cup of cold water, are you gonna give him a cup of poison? No.
Right.
If he asks for a hunk of bread, are you gonna give him a snake? No. Well,
Right.
God's got way more common sense than you do, so why would he do
Why
that
would
to
he
you?
do that to you? Exactly.
That was a class hack paraphrase too. Knocking it out of the park
Knocking it out of the park today, Doc.
with my astonishing humility.
I mean, it's so true. It's so true. Your heavenly Father has so much, for you, and you just you got to connect. That's the first thing. You got to connect. And the first thing is reaching out. That's the first thing. Reaching out, and you've got to do it. You got to come to Jesus. You just have to, it is so important to build that relationship. It is so critical. I mean, I can't tell you how important it is. It's like, and what we're talking about right now, just the father, just you're having your father, and he wants to be there for you, wants to be with you, wants to help you, wants to guide, wants to see you through, and help you be your best. Like any good father would, that is exactly what God wants for you. And, you gotta start building that relationship, and I think that's something we'll be talking a lot about that soon too. But it's important. You gotta start right there.
It's imperative to the alleviation of that confusion that we were
That's
talking about.
exactly right.
Like if you don't, that's the making your way straight. That's
Mm-hmm.
the line in the deal.
That's right. Making your way straight. In our new song that I just mentioned earlier, we're gonna have that out for you soon too, which is the narrow gate. It's like, make my way straight. I want the Father to make my way straight because He knows what's best. He knows. Again, like we were talking to you about talking to us and the coaching that we have for you, and God, He knows. He knows where you've been. He knows where you're at. He knows where you're headed, and you need to connect right there, because where you're at, that's where God's going to meet you, and you've got to just reach out. It's just that simple, just reaching out. I don't know how else to say it other than
It's
it's
so
just so
simple.
simple. It's just
It's
so
uncannily
simple.
simple because that's the thing. It's not like folks don't want to like. It's not like they can't do it. It's not a bizarre formula because God can hear you and reach you anywhere. It's the doing backflips around like ducking God around bushes,
Right.
like you're a fugitive of the law.
Right.
And that's the thing. It's like people don't want to talk to God because it's just not what they want to do. They're afraid. They have that fear. They think they're going to get a spanking. It's like you're already in the spanking.
You're already in the spanking,
You're
bro.
already in the spanking. Like,
it's true. You're already in the spanking. You might as well just have, like we're saying, reach out, start building that relationship. And especially, like we're talking about, you've already been through the spanking. You know what happens after the spanking? You get the hug, you get the understanding.
you get an explanation.
You get an
profound
explanation.
You get taught things.
You get taught things. You learn and you know better, and then you have wisdom.
That's the only way, too. I'm
It's
pretty
the
sure.
only way. I mean, I don't know how else to put this. How important it is building that wisdom, building that discernment, and yeah, you gotta have. It doesn't come without discipline. It does not come without discipline. I mean, we're talking sports earlier. We're talking all those things, and we're talking about the training right now. Like for instance, baseball season's getting ready to start. It's the training games, preseason happening, and everything fundamental. It's the fundamentals. It's building right from the start. The fundamentals. You got the training wheels on right now. And in order to take the training wheels off, you got to show progress. You got to show balance. You have to show that you can handle it without those training wheels on. And God is going to let you. You're gonna have time where you're gonna fall off. You're gonna experience like we were talking about that adversity, but He's gonna also be right there to pick you right back up and dust you off. And dust you off, and you're even better than you were before that fall. I cannot stress that to some of you out there. Some of you out there have fallen like really hard, and I just want to be one of the first people to say to you, like, I've been there, man. Like I know, like I just want to tell you, like. And again, come talk to us. Come talk to me and Doc.
That's a
Come
big
talk to
part
me
of
and
what
Doc.
we do here on Two Sinners, Jake. Is
That's right.
We're reachable.
We're reachable.
We're accessible.
That's
We're
right.
We're trying to help you. We're not trying to necessarily preach to you per se. We're definitely trying to evangelize you. I'm not gonna lie about that part.
No, that's exactly right.
But
no.
like we're like here to be your brothers.
That's right. We want to help you. We want to again, we've been there. We've been where you are. We can relate. We know, again, we've seen the traps. We've been through the traps. We have been through the chaos. We've been through the lies. We've been through all of that, and we've been deceived, and we know.
Been on multi-year journeys of sin derailing us from whatever way we should be going and taking us far out in left field.
And this is true, and literally, and there's just so much. Obviously, we can't just talk to you about all of it in an hour. There's a lot here to really break down. But we've been through it. We have answers. We want to help you. We want to give you those answers, most definitely.
Oh, yeah.
And I think something else I will say about that with answers, sometimes the answers, you got to be willing to listen. I think that's important to mention, because sometimes we think we might know better. We might think that we already have all of the answers in our own and on our own, and we don't.
God's poking at you and got your fingers in your ears going, la, 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 because you don't want to hear it. You want to keep going the way you're going, and it's a path to destruction. That's
right. That is exactly right. And sometimes it's hard because, the things that you might think, and a lot of us, some of us are strong-headed. Like we're really bullheaded. We just, it's our way or no way. It's like, really, like we just know. We don't need anything. We don't need God.
If you're one of those guys, God can out-stubborn you. He's got you like chew it over. Ask God hard questions.
This is exactly right.
Ask God hard questions that verge on what you might be afraid would be disrespectful. Even it's like, why did this happen?
Exactly.
I,
Like,
I
why
fe-
did this happen?
I feel like you had a part in this misfortune specifically. Like I'm holding you, God, to account for this thing, and you're like, well, then you get it explained to you. If you never have that conversation with God, you're never gonna see what actually happened, and you're never gonna know the truth. It's like He already knows what you're thinking, so you might as well just get out with it.
I mean,
Anyway.
you might as well, and that's why I was saying, God already knows, and so you might as well just get it, like Doc just said, you might as well just get it out there, and come have that come to Jesus moment. Literally, it is, it's hard because a lot of us, we have these egos, and we don't want to. I think a lot of people struggle with that. We're going to be accountable to a God. That's a lot of people struggle with that, especially atheists out there. I know, you might not say it. You might not be saying it directly, but out loud. But in your heart, I think you do know that you don't want to be accountable to a God. You don't want there to be a God to be accountable to, and you know that's just not the reality. There is a God. We are accountable to, and there creator of this world, the creator of this universe, and all creation. And look, like we said, he already knows. He knows all the pitfalls. He knows what you're dealing with. He knows, exactly where you're at. And he'll meet you exactly where you are. And you just have to be able to put down that ego. I've been there. I mean, I'm saying, like, I've been there. I've been that guy that, I thought I knew better. I mean, I think back to my 13, 14-year-old self and getting into the occult and some things that I was getting into.
Oh, I was
and,
way too smart for Jesus.
Ah.
Christianity was the religion for the regular people, for the
it was
for
for
the
the-
normies.
it was for the
for the
normies, yeah.
sheeple.
For the
It's
sheeple.
like that's actually just bad press. Like
Like,
Christianity
literally.
is so vivid and so
So-
complicated and so nuanced and so vibrant. Like now that I'm in the club and like in the kingdom, like I could chew on this stuff forever. It is so engaging.
It is. It is so engaging, so amazing. Just and just like we're talking about that relationship with the Father, the relationship that you can have with God, to where there's nothing like it. There is no other. There is no other substitute. Once you've really had it, and you've really experienced that, you've experienced, you have built that relationship. You talk, you walk with God. You can't go back. It's there. You can't deny it. It is just, there is nothing else.
Yeah, I mean,
nothing else will ever satisfy. Nothing else will ever satisfy. Nothing else will ever fulfill you.
The Apostle Paul said that the kingdom is not one of talk, but one of power. People who are on other paths, whether it's atheist or whether you're in a New Age deal, there's a goodie of power at the end of that, and that's like people want power because it doesn't come with the set out the gate. Like you always have to get power from an external source, and that's kind of an esoteric talk. We won't get in the weeds, but just know that the true power is in the kingdom, and it's in alignment with obedience. And if you want to feel powerful for the first time in your life, the paradox is that obedience is the way to feel that power, because then you're in the flow of it like it's a mighty river.
That's exactly right. That is so true. And right now, it's the time. It's the time for you out there, everybody. Everybody who's watching. We just want to say, come talk to us. We want to share these things with you. We want to be able to be there for you. We want to be able to help you, coach you, whatever you're looking for, mentorship and everything. But most of all, we really want to bring you to the Father. And that's the most important thing, and being part of the kingdom. That's what this is about. And you know what? We believe in you. We believe in you. And if nobody else does, it doesn't matter where you're at right now. You could be in one of the worst places, situations. I mean, you might not have the best family situation. Maybe you are in a place where nobody believes in you. Like I was just saying, like nobody believes in you. Well, we do, and God believes in you, and there is purpose. You have a purpose, and we want to talk to you about it. We want to talk to you about that. So definitely come to us. Come talk to us. Doc and I, we've got a lot. We're here, and over this coming time of just the next few months, especially we're opening the Motivation Studios here, and this whole venture that we're on. I mean, there's so many amazing things happening, and we want to share that with you. We want to be, there to help you. We want to help guide you along. So coaching, definitely important. We want to definitely help you out with whatever it is you got going on. I mean, big, small, whatever. Most of all, God's the most important thing.
Jake, we dropped so much free game on this episode. Here,
Man.
it's like, did we go too far?
Did we go too far?
No, because we want everybody to know.
No, we want everybody to know. This isn't a secret. It's not a secret. There's no, we're not hiding.
It's free game and it's a free gift, and all you got to do is accept it.
It's like that DC Talk song, Jesus Freak, and I love that song, because I ain't into hiding. We're not into hiding. We're here. We're showing it. We're giving it to you. We're gonna give you the real. You can get the real from us. You can always expect the real from us. We're never gonna give you any watered down bullshit. No, we're gonna give you the real. So that's what you can expect from us each and every time, all the way. And man, it's like the time has just flown by here.
Oh, yeah,
It's we're out that time. Man, like I said out there, if you guys, like we said, just come check us out. And we want to be there for you. Links in the description. We want to help you out. Come talk to me and Doc, and stay tuned for all we got going on. We got new music, our new album, and my book, Choose to Live, hashtag Choose to Live, making the choice. Because making choices. These choices are important. And Josie, her aesthetics and everything she's doing, want to make you feel good. Self-care, that's important. We're talking about that. We want you guys to come visit us. This is a destination. No matter where you are. We want to see you. We want to see you guys.
It's the place to be, and we can't wait to see you.
And we can't wait to see you.
Absolutely.
For sure. Well, we wish you guys a great weekend out there. Hope you've been having a good one. Definitely a happy Sunday. And we love you guys. Appreciate everybody and their support. We thank you guys from our hearts. And we will be talking to you next week.
Yep. Love you guys. Stay awesome.